the test puller here hopefully gives the opportunity for the sled operator and officials to see if it's a nice pull that's going to entertain everybody, provide a competitive atmosphere for these drivers here tonight. The first one out is John Schweniger out of Trap, Maryland. A 1066 he calls Addicted. He will bring the RPMs up, looking for that black smoke. Very nice run. We like what we see there. He might have been a little heavy on the front end, and the reason I do that is because the front end was down. On the front end, this front wheel to be off the ground a few inches. Partner has. It's an Oliver. Calls the buzzer beat. It's Dave Doherty out of Pilesville, Maryland. We are officially underway. He's looking to beat 308. Where's the international fans at? Do we have international fans here? All three of them. Well, 3, 4, 5, that's it? If this international goes out there full 310, I have a feeling there'll be more. Mark to beat, 308. The High Cod International, Jeff Gang. At the moment, these guys are really able to demonstrate the horsepower they can make out of them. Kind of fun. Somebody names these guys come up with for their machine. Once again, same process. Going to be building up boost. That smoke will go from white to gray to black, and then well, here comes the horsepower to follow. Measuring my laser time, to be within inches or less. From 2 to 8 p.m. Harry, you're going to tell me more about that one after this run, because that sounds interesting. But I know there's a lot of tractors in the barn that need to come out, you know. That's the antique tractor. Doesn't matter what class you see tonight, when you see bouncing consistently like that, you know that puller not going to have a good finish. There's something interesting about these tractors. Oh yeah. John Deere fans here, let them hear you. tractor. Yeah, it's running with the International, but we can see that. Kurt Collins lines up the 466 International. He's got the green light. Let's see what he can do. Trying for it, ran right out of power. He needs a pull-off tractor. He thinks something's not right with that thing. Usually these tractors will just start it right back up and drive off, but so truly does make it a family affair. We're glad to have him here tonight. He's getting the green flag. Watch this one. This one can run very strong. A lot of first places last year, first place at the last event, looking to beat the mark of 311.02, held by the International. That John Deere's taking up the top three again, maybe a little more. You think that one beats the International? I don't know. Hard to tell from this angle. 311.02 is the mark to beat. Fuel up a little more, the turbocharger will start working and smooth that thing right out. And whatever red line that engine originally came with, he'll throw it up there above there by about 2,000 RPM, higher than what the manufacturer intended. The guy who's number one in points, about ready to go out there and see what he can do to beat 311.02. John Deere fans, this is your final attempt right now. John Deere fans are jumping up and down yet. Do they all go back to being international harvester fans? Is that what happened? They all turn red, huh? Moving on to the Burstock diesel four-wheel drive class. And if you love diesel pickup trucks, these are the ones that are basically just on steroids that can do things and run at RPMs and a wheel speed you've perhaps never seen before. An exciting class in which we have 6 competitors. Chris Manson, heater control. I like the name of that. We need it tonight, a little bit of humidity, looking for that black smoke. He is a test puller. This and Winchester's his favorite tracks to pull on, so he has some good memories of this place. Hoping to add on to it tonight. James Marner. until you get straightened out. Rest of the station, running the Dodge. That shouldn't be legal. That is unreal. Spinning that motor as fast as that and still holding together. A lot of years of pulling experience, these guys. Looking to get out there, 316. Also one of these guys that puts these RPMs way up there. We may have a new leader here. He's out there. I forgot to mention, if there's anybody here from the EPA and you didn't leave yet, we ask that you leave now. If not, we'll hook you up about 20 minutes ago. This guy is familiar with winning. In fact, it's already 7 years ago. It seemed that long that he was the points champion of this class. All right, Lamar Burkholder. Driving the truck that hails out of Mountaintop, Pennsylvania up near Scranton. It's called Living on the Edge. Alright, not a bad run at all. Don't know if that's going to break in the top 3 though. Maybe close. Two wins under his belt right now as he comes into Lebanon, so he is riding his streak of trophy getting that goes back. Say one thing, the bad timing truck is right behind him as far as points, so. There we go. He knows what he has to do. Andrew Grove, who's in second place, is only a few points behind him in the point series. Andrew Grove is currently leading this class at 324, so man, he needed to push hard. We actually built a brand new one. That's not running here. I think that's running on the Grand National circuit called Ultimate Harvester. Man, is that a beautiful piece. Redline Harvester. He's our test puller. Put a lot of weight in that weight transfer machine and we're going to see if it's set in the right place. Building up the RPM once again. You can actually see that flame coming out of there. lot down. Going to school and comes home in summer break and likes to run Dad's tractor. Dad is standing nearby watching him. And Corey's brother also is running here tonight with a Nutcase 970. Transmission or clutch, unless you happen to dump that clutch early, but I don't think you can actually do that on these style of clutches. It's more like my Uncle Fred, it's more used to running alcohol through its system. Hey, Uncle Fred, okay, I'm sorry about that, I was supposed to mention that. Yeah, it doesn't burn diesel fuel. You won't see any smoke with this, or very little, or if you do, there's something wrong with it. There's a lot of restrictions on how you can build this tractor, but he can make power. Kevin Windsor driving 6-shooter from Lothian, Maryland. They're running their strongest, but at this point they said, driver says, as long as we're having fun, we're going to keep on doing this. John Deere Green, the 7720, Robert Martin, out of Chambersburg. This is one he can run. There you see the plane. Pretty soon you'll see that plane go away. Watch out. Been having some issues with the engine this year. The tractor's identical to her brother's, but her tractor has had more mechanical problems this year. They found a cracked piston earlier this year that the tractor just kind of off a little bit. It wasn't quite getting the distance her brother's was, so they tore it down, put it back together. It's been running better. Let's find out if it's going to run here in Lebanon. Two things here is going to happen. Either she knows she has a mechanical issue of which she's just going to stop right there and get a distance, or if she made an attempt to shut it down before the St. Green. That's the name of the tractor. Well, here's an opportunity to put John Deere number 1 and number 2. Can the Martin pulling team do it? Hoping to have better luck than his sister did. this other tractor is sitting in third place. What has he learned from that? Can he bring it with this? How many think this tractor is going to move into first place right now? That's on here. It's going to happen. I did not see this front wheel come off the ground. It looks heavy on the front. Replay that in your head. Yeah, there was no daylight or any light at all. That's called halogen light tonight. There was no light underneath those front wheels. Our car, after you've driven one of these things, that ought to be a light snack. Watch these tractors. Sometimes these can sneak up on you and dominate the competition. A nutcase. Case 970 Ryan Hoyt. In the class that does that is going to take a turn at it. This is Brandy Martin, the dairy deer. She is her least favorite part of pulling just finished up. She hates backing this thing up into the sled. It's the worst thing. There's no mirrors, there's no backup camera. So that part, her dreaded part, is done. Now she gets the fun part. Slowly throttle up, let that clutch out. Let's see what Brandy Martin, who knows? Usefulness is working tonight. Brandy Martin. About a couple years ago, she had problems here and got the sled all wound up, and it scared her pretty bad, but they put her right back on there, and she's out here now. She made a nice run in Lebanon. That's what you want to see. Test puller, see how the sled setting is. Hold your ears. Alright, that's how it's done. Similar to the diesel pickup trucks, you'll see that there's a lot of weight on the front and a little weight on the back. Alright, Jimmy is a welder by trade. He's a good machinist and welder, very impressive. The work he does in southern and Lancaster County and beyond. I know at the Buck, if we need something built, we call him up because he can make it last. what you want to do. Chevrolet, green flag. Running strong here at Lebanon, no doubt. Stickers, things like that. Well, he took a lot of those stickers that are from the 60s to the 80s and stuck them all over the side. Did a real nice job. And former NTPA stickers are on there, and ATPA. Pretty cool. It's kind of a retro look, and it's retro all the way through. Running a Sonny and Leonard prepared Hemming. Watch this one. Chevrolet. Still have yet to see his brother make an official run. Remember, we changed the setting on the sled. Correction, this is the Chevrolet engine. Number 1 and 2, they're out there at 322 and 320. That's Troy Nail still in time, and the badass Chevys of Dan Savage. And it is running the Chevy engine too. See a lot of these trucks going to heavy-headed engines, but if you remain true, this is one. to do a whole lot to improve. He just needs to get somewhere in the top 6 would really help. The Inconvenience Freightliner, running the cat motor. They did a lot of work on this truck. This will be the test puller out of Ephrata. Gary Martin repair guys. Okay, here's Jimmy Green. Jeremy Green. Yeah, nice job getting all that power to the ground. So probably one of the drivers and competitors that came the farthest to be here in Lebanon. Boy, that motor has to be hot when you see flames coming out of that stack the whole way like that. And the EGT gauge is way out there after that. And the fuel tanks on this machine are stuffed full of ice. Not fuel. Fuel tanks are somewhere else, but he runs tubes through the fuel tank, through that ice, and that cools the fuel. I'll tell you why after he runs. That is good stuff there. Essence of diesel. I wish they bottled that up to make a cologne out of it, don't you? Retailers, Walmart would be called Waldeck. Albert Brown from Newmanstown. The B8 Mac gonna do the business now. Albert works for an excavator over in Newmanstown, which does a lot of demolition work. This guy can drive about anything. one of a kind. Thank you, sir. Hard to find this guy without a smile back there. In fact, even the lights on his bumper looks like it's smiling. The yellow truck has a lot more invested in it. Still a good looking machine though, isn't it? I like that plane mount with back guy. 30 feet on everybody else. And that's, folks, I don't think that's done for money. I think that's done with ingenuity. All right, here we go. 87 Freightliner, Matt Hurst doing the driving. Inconvenient. Boy, that truck is taking the horsepower. Down towards the end. You think that's 22,000 pounds. Drives on 8 wheels and on the back, and that motor hardly cared about it. Doing a nice job driving in here tonight. That's that 300-foot mark.